Africa and the religion there, the sort of evangelical sort of links, that it's been something that's been in my consciousness since I was a child. Because a lot of the South Africans supported what was happening in Israel, and so I learned the sort of Zionist patter since I was a child. And it was things I remember very clearly when I was about 16, somebody sort of saying, oh, well, they're not using land properly, so we're helping them. And I said, well, that's what you were saying about Africa, and that wasn't right. And I think that's when I started to question, and then I started to sort of see the similarities of the colonisation, and and my parents, when I was 16, were part of the Zionist movement, and they went to Israel and planted trees. And I think my mum came back and she knew that she was planting trees on somebody else's land, and I think that's when the cracks really formed. And now my parents are deeply regretting what they did. So it's been decades of being this is not right, and sort of beginning to learn more and more about it. But I've been sort of, I think, especially after the last 10 years, finding more and more out about it, because you can't keep occupying people and not get noticed.
What made you thought about the trek, about actually raising money to actually walk? Because normally people cycle. But, I mean, I was surprised when I heard you say you're actually walking.
It's because I was watching the horrors, and then feeling that how do people heal from that? The whole Palestinian nation is going to need nurture and care for generations to come, because of what they've experienced and witnessed, and also feeling that all of us are going to need healing because of what we've witnessed. I mean, how do we cope with such awful things?
Destruction.
And I walk for my mental health. I find it helps me. And so the two things started to tie together in my brain, and sort of going, well, I will walk to help myself process this, but I will do that to raise money for the Palestinians to help them process. And that was the idea.
And why particularly medical aid for Palestine? Obviously, there's a number of charities.
I felt that I wanted to raise money for the mental health of the Palestinians, because every single Palestinian is traumatised, and Medical Aid Palestine will do that as well. They'll help with therapy, and not just for their body but for their minds.
Dealing with the trauma.
The trauma, both physical and mental. And so I thought, well, they're going to need a lot of medical help, so that's why I chose Medical Aid for Palestine.
I think they're doing some fantastic work on ground as well. So they've been brilliant. What would we love to? Well, I'd love to touch base with you once you're back.
Yeah.
So how long is this going to take you?
I think about 6 months, but probably a bit longer. But we'll see how my
Best of luck to you.
my
Best
business goes. Yeah.
Brilliant.